In this video, I'm going to show you how to replace the upper control arm with the ball joint on a Nissan NV2500. It is located behind the front wheel. After you lifted and supported your vehicle safely, you have 8 21mm lug nuts. You need to remove those. You also have a center cap. You can remove that. Once you have all your lug nuts off, remove your wheel. Once you remove your wheel, your upper control arm is connected to your steering knuckle by a 22mm nut and a cotter pin. You need to remove both of those. If your cotter pin falls apart, you can use a hammer and a chisel and push the cotter pin out from the front to the back. Your brake hose is connected to your knuckle by a 13mm nut. You need to remove that. Take your brake hose and put it off to the side. Your lower ball joint nut is a 22mm. You need to remove that. To remove your upper ball joint from your knuckle, tap your knuckle right here with a rubber mallet. Your upper control arm is mounted to your frame with 2 21mm bolts and nuts. You need to remove them. Your nut is on the inside where your spring is, your bolt is on the outside. I'm using a wrench to hold the nut and a breaker bar with a 22mm socket to break the bolt free. Once you loosen the bolt, you can get a ratchet in there and remove your bolt. Onto the other bolt, same thing. We're going to break it loose. Once we've broken it loose, you cannot put a ratchet in here, so you're going to have to remove this bolt by hand. Once you remove your bolts, pull straight towards you and out. To install your upper control arm, slide it into the grooves on your frame, line up the holes, and install your bolts. Once you install your bolts, install your nuts. Here's a tech tip for you. If you can't get your fingers inside next to the strut, you can put your nut in a wrench, slide it in, and just turn your bolt. You can tighten your bolts, but not too tight because you want to torque those bolts at ride height. Just want it snug. Now you can install your ball joint into your knuckle and install your nut. As you can see, when we're turning our nut, our stud is spinning too. So what you can do is take a pry bar and install it on the top of the control arm, push down and tighten the nut. Once you have your upper control arm installed, you want to install a jack underneath your lower control arm. Bring your lower control arm up to ride height before you torque any of your bolts. Your ball joint nut is 58 foot-pounds. Now you can install your new cotter pin. Your inner control bolts are 129 foot-pounds. Once you have everything torqued, remove your jack. Once your control arm is all torqued down, install your brake hose. And tighten your nut. You want to torque that nut down to 16 foot-pounds. Now you can install your wheel, take your vehicle for a road test, listen for any funny noises. If there are no funny noises, bring your vehicle to a shop and have a front end alignment done. Install your center cap. Now tighten down all your lug nuts. Once you tighten down all your lug nuts, you need to torque them down to 131 foot-pounds.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.